Hey, it's Griff and Sarah, and we're at the Cushing Cemetery.
In Woodstock, Vermont.
Is that where we are?
That's where we are.
I'm Batman.
Welcome to Shire Town of Windsor County, or now known as Woodstock, Vermont. I'm here to tell you the story of two Woodstock, Vermont vampires. In 1834, a mob scene showed up here to dig up the body of the eldest Corwin boy. They thought he was a vampire, and to cure the family and to make sure that no one else turned into a vampire, they dug him up, took his heart to the village green in Woodstock, Shire Town, and they burned it and buried it. Well, but before we go there, let's talk about why there would be vampires in Vermont. Big vampire panic that struck Vermont in the early 1800s, and it was caused by a tuberculosis outbreak, otherwise known as consumption or wasting disease. There's no record of the Corwin family being buried here in the Cushing Cemetery or even living in Woodstock, Vermont. However, there is a known outbreak of tuberculosis in 1834. And the disease presented itself by making the patient look pale, gaunt, and sometimes have like blood on their mouth. So the natural conclusion would be vampirism. So here is one of our Vermont vampires. This is Frederick Ransom, and he was a Dartmouth College student, and he was from a very well-respected family, a well-educated family too. He died in 1817 of tuberculosis. However, it was thought that he was a vampire. So Frederick's father, to cure the vampirism that was happening with the Ransom family, exhumed Frederick's body and burned his heart in the forge. The cure of vampirism goes like this. There are several ways you can cure it. One, you can exhume the body of the vampire and turn his body over in its grave and rebury it. Or you can burn the body in the coffin itself, in the grave, and rebury it. Or you can take organs from the body and burn them. And part of this ritual burning was to also consume the ashes, either breathe them in or eat them. So this cure did not work, did not cure vampirism at all. And subsequently, many of the rest of the Ransom family succumbed to TB, mother, sister, and two brothers. Frederick Ransom was a well-educated man, came from a well-educated family. But they could not find a cure to his TB and made that big leap to vampirism. So this is an example of well-educated people being ensnared by the vampire panic.
Make sure you hit like and subscribe.